Land of the Dead, written by Neil LaBute. This play is set in modern-day New York and was first performed in 2002. I would like to thank my actors, Aidan O'Quay-Power and Catherine Sagal, for being phenomenal to work with. I would also like to thank my friends, the ones who could be here today and the ones who couldn't be here today, either because of distance or appointments or stuff. And I would like to thank my parents, and by extension my family, for loving me unconditionally. And I would also like to thank the drama teachers for teaching me these past 3 years. So without further ado, here is Land of the Dead by Neil LaBute.
Wow, what a day. I mean, what a day, right?
I'll never forget it.
I mean, because something like that doesn't just happen any old day of the week. Thank God. Huh? A date like that gets in your head and stays there. Like,
I got up around 3 that morning. I remember that very clearly. Must have been around, well, no later than 3:15. Anyway, right around then. It was before dawn, I know that. It was dark out our window, and I couldn't sleep. What with it being so warm outside, it was warm, and I was uncomfortable, so I got up. Maybe 3:30, no later than that. He was still snoring.
I was out cold. That night, I mean, completely zonked. I'd been out with some of the guys from work, my buddies, and so by the time I got home, I was staggering. Not ashamed to admit it. I was out with some of my work friends, my buddies, and so, as I say, I drank a lot. We closed a big account that afternoon, and so you gotta take a minute, pound the old fist on the chest when something good like that happens, right? Anyways, I always do. I slept great.
I go to my purse and begin to count the money again. It's stupid to do, I know that. I must have checked the thing like 60 times already, but what else am I gonna do? It's 3:30 in the morning, or 4, whatever, something like that. I counted out again, it should be $400.
She made me go out to an ATM that night. I'm sloshing around like that drunk guy off the Andy Griffith show. The hell is his name? Oscar. Or Otis. Something like that. Otis, I think. And I'm tired. I've got work in the morning. She's sitting up when I get in, just sitting there on the love seat looking at me. Says I shouldn't have taken the money out of there. I snagged a few bills out for the bar, and I had to go back out afterwards. So I empty my wallet, dig through the sock drawer, anywhere I might have jammed a spare 20. But it's no good. Great, we're $50 short. She's just sitting there, staring at me, not saying anything. And I know not to argue, so I slip my jacket back on and head on in. There's a Citibank a few blocks over.
I was waiting for him to get that money. I didn't care about him being out last night, partying. That was fine. Not like it was some big surprise or anything. I just wanted the rest of the cash. I suppose when I think about it now, we could have just written a check, but I didn't. I wanted to pay it bill by bill, putting it out there on the counter so I'd remember it, so I'd feel it, feel something.
Normally, I would have gone with her. Absolutely no question about it. We talked about it, and I promised. So yes, I would have gone under normal circumstances. But the boss is all over me this morning, calling my cell by 6 o'clock, pussing out of his pants. He wants to go for breakfast because he's so happy that we closed that account. He's not taking no for an answer. I have to go. I mean, if you knew the guy, he's just... She understands. Once I explained it to her, she completely understands.
Right? He leaves it up to me. Like, what are you gonna do? Get into this big, like, thing over coffee? Over something that's just not gonna change? I mean, I guess you could. Some women might, but that's not me. It's not, and I don't feel the need to make up excuses. He'd just sit there anyway, reading People magazine and checking his watch. And at that point, we decide we're doing it. Might as well get it done.
She leaves a little bit before me, maybe 10 minutes or so. peck on the cheek, and she's off. Leaves the stupid money on the table, so now I'm running after her in my bare feet. Can you believe that?
He comes barreling down the stairs, yelling my name and chasing me. And for a second, just a moment there, I thought he wanted to talk, a change of heart or something like that. I can recall turning around over by the mailboxes there, this huge smile on my face. And then I see the envelope in his hand. He's sort of out of breath.
So I hand her the thing, and then, on impulse, I kiss her again. I don't know, it felt like the thing to do. And then I went back upstairs, had a shower, and watched a little ESPN before I went to Applebee's.
I took the earliest appointment I could, 7:30. I thought it'd be best, take a little time off but still be back to work by lunch. Only have to use up half a personal day that way. The 34th floor. Sitting in the waiting room of the squat gray building, I practically have the whole place to myself. A young girl, a teenager, I'm sure, a few chairs down. I look around for something to read, but no issues of people anywhere. That makes me laugh.
Breakfast is pretty good. I have ham on the bones and some sort of eggs. White toast, which I know, isn't the most healthy thing in the world, but with a hangover the size of Delaware above my eyes. The boss is droning on and on about production and output, and I'm just staring at him, wishing he'd been hit by a taxi while crossing the street on the way over, so I could enjoy my food in peace. I know. It's a lousy thing to say, but it's what I'm feeling at the time.
They call my name 15 minutes
That's
later.
around 7:45. I checked my watch now.
I'd already finished the paperwork and everything, so I just head right into one of their rooms there.
Food's good, but the guy is driving me nuts. Talking loud with this little piece of jelly hanging from the bottom of his lip as he's yakking away. Hell, I might as well have gone with her to the clinic with the way he's droning on. At least I could have read a magazine or something.
I'm perched on the edge of the table there. That kind of table with this sort of crinkly paper under you. And then the nurse is saying something. And I remember quite clearly. She says, "I love your hair," and then, "I hate your earrings," which kind of catches me off guard. And then a little while later, there'll be some slight discomfort. I still have those earrings.
No, I'm pro-choice. I am. She can choose to keep the kid, or she can choose to keep me. It's completely up to her. Sorry, that was a joke. I heard that one at work, actually. Kind of funny. But seriously, what's the problem? You do it, it happens, it's done. It really is that simple. In terms of physical pain, I hear it hurts no more than a pretty good paper cut. And I know, there's the whole psychological thing. But come on, we're still talking about, in essence, a paper cut. Who hasn't had one of those? Hell, I would do the thing myself if I had the right attachment for the dustbuster. So I guess I'm the wrong person to be asking.
And I don't really feel anything afterwards. Nothing. They say I can stay here as long as I need, which is nice, I thought. I sleep for a bit. I really didn't have to. I really didn't feel anything at all. That's the truth. But I do sleep. A little. Someone comes in to check on me a little while later, so I gather my things and I go to the front to pay. And at the last moment, I even snatch back the envelope. I decide to pay by credit card instead, which somehow seems, appropriate? I put on my Diners Club. I'm not kidding, they actually take my card.
Besides, we're sending it to a better place, right? Better than this world anyways. Or maybe not. Maybe it is wrong, but you have to believe something, right? Otherwise, not that I wouldn't have taken care of it. No, seriously, I can see myself buying toys and changing diapers. Stuff like that. I would have enjoyed a child. Forming that parental bond, going to school plays. I could have done that. Yes, I would have enjoyed a child. But all that's easier to say knowing that that little bundle is safely away in some incinerator somewhere. You know what I mean? Oh, come on. Sure you do. Anyways, I tried leaving her a message on the way to the office.
I stop in the street there and listen to him. Just tuck myself into a doorway and listen. I can tell he's just finished a meal by the way he's kind of sucking on his teeth. Not all the time, but this just kind of sucking sound as it's being recorded. And as he speaks, he just casually tosses in, "I tried phoning you earlier, but I just couldn't get through."
I tried calling her. I did, honestly. But she's always switching that power switch off on the side there. It drives me nuts.
He says, "'Cause I was gonna say, I mean, if you wanna, we could go ahead and just keep the thing. Up to you." I stand there supporting myself against the metal door jamb for a second, just opening and closing my mouth. And then I say out loud, not to anyone, but I just say out loud, "Too late. It's too late. I already did it."
The whole morning just sucks. What with the way she's acting about the phone call afterwards, it's like, come on, just take the call already. Plus, I'm running late the whole morning. Is just, it sucks. Honestly, by the time I snag a taxi, I wish I was still lying in bed.
And I'm okay. I mean, it's no problem. It's just, I keep hearing that sound. That buzzing, you know? From the... I'm still aware of it. There. Right there. Do you hear that? Do you? It's...
I get upstairs and head over to my office. Kick it back for a sec. Take a breath. Look out at the city.
It's beautiful as I'm heading home. Outside, I mean. I decide to walk instead of taking a cab back. Stupid, but I wanted to. I just need to be lost for a bit on the streets.
No matter what's going on in your life, whether it's money troubles or problems with your lady, a view like this just perks you up. It really does.
Sometimes, as you're moving along, it just sounds like 1,000 twangling instruments humming in your ears, and you can just let yourself be swallowed up.
Up here in these cloud-capped towers, all your worries and fears and just bad stuff melts away into thin air. The sky is clear as anything. All blue. It makes you feel alive, I guess.
I kept trying his phone after they said, just ringing it, hoping he'd pick up, answered or something, all night long for a few days actually, but he didn't. He never did. I still have that message he left me. The one about not going through with it, about keeping them. I have to save it every week or so. Listen again and save it, or it'll just disappear. It'll just be gone. So I play it sometimes when I'm lying there, missing him, missing both of them. I just play the thing.
Hey, it's me. Breakfast was good, not bad. I tried calling you earlier, but listen, I mean, if you want to go ahead and just keep the thing, we can. It's completely up to you. Just call me later. And I went by the picture place to pick up the photos from Hawaii, but the place is only open at 9, and I want to get into the office to organize some papers early. Anyways, call me later. Love you. Bye.
It's funny the things you remember. Well, not funny, but, yeah. There's that buzzing again.